friends, you know what time it is. Yes, you do. It's Saturday morning, 11 a.m. It's Renovation Nation time. All day long, at least for the next hour. That's where we're at, coming at you live from Super Talk 99.7 WTN. What a week. What a week. It's Renovation Nation Part 2. Yeah, we got another live show today. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. It wasn't going to be a rerun. Hope everybody's doing great. I'm Chad Rowland, host of this crazy show, coming at you from Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Yeah, I don't know what all I'm going to talk about today. It's the weather was great this week, though. I'll give it that. We've had, a little bit of weather here or there, but Monday was beautiful. And, normally I'm not a big Monday fan, but we were doing, I'll do a couple golf tournaments a year that I like to get involved with. And one of them was the the zones this past week, 104. We were down there in, where were we? Nashville Athletic Club, the golf club, down there in the Cool Springs area. That was beautiful. Course was absolutely beautiful. And I got to give a big shout out to Jeff McAlpin. Former drummer of Redstone way back in the day. He came out and played, and he's killing it. He's absolutely destroying it. And he's playing a lot too. But he was. If somebody got voted most consistent, that was Mr. McAlpin, Mr. Jeff. What's up, big man? But and then got thanks to Matt Coots, good buddy of mine. He referred me to another gentleman who had another gentleman as well, and it was Nick Hall and Cooper, and I can't remember Cooper's last name. We were calling them the young guys. Me and Jeff the same age, so we were the old men. We had the young guys come in, and they absolutely destroyed it too. It was great. We shot a 56. Still came in fourth, but I don't know. Might have been some pencil whipping. I don't know. But Jeff got the closest to the hole, and I forget the number, 13 or something, and he got it within it was less than a foot, or right at a foot or whatever. He lawn darted it. It was great. But the course was in great condition. I got to say that. And the greens, I liked them. We should have really shot about a 52, but we were putting them in the back of the cup and bouncing over. Yeah, that's what we're talking about today, golf. We're going to talk golf all day. I'm tired of talking roofing, siding, soffit, fascia, gutters, chimney caps, skylights, and home attic insulation too. I'm not really tired of talking about it, but I keep, there's only so many things you can say about it, right? And, I know we get a lot of new listeners daily, and or showly, or however you want to say it. And, I guess I got to keep talking about it, but sometimes I like to squirrel if you're just tuning in. And those of you that tune in a lot, you're probably like, he's not talking roofing and get my roof inspected. And hey, but if you should need that at the moment, and I would say a lot of you do, if you haven't this year already, you're overdue for your complimentary RTM roof inspection. Give us a ring, 615-500-0751, 500-0751, or go to rtmroofing.com, scroll to the bottom of the page, fill out the contact card. You don't have to click anything until you clicked where your name goes. Just scroll to the bottom. And for all your roofing, siding, soffit, fascia, gutters, chimney caps, skylights, and as I said, home attic insulation needs. Blown in. We do blow-in insulation. So, yeah, there's that. So, you overdue. So I'll quit harping on all that. But, yeah, the golf tournament was great. It was really great. And got to give Laura Muncie a big shout-out. I've been working with her since the beginning, 2017, and she's a rock star in the Cumulus industry and the radio industry and all that other good stuff. But yeah, it was great. We had a good time and got to, I actually swung good. If we were playing straight up, I would have shot about an 80 to 83, maybe 84. I might have had one ocho. We call that an 8. You drive it in 280 yards and you're on in 2, but you 8 putt. But this day, though, I got to say, when you've got a good scramble team, that it's not just somebody can always drive it 300 yards, 350, or whatever it may be. You've always got somebody that'll pick up the shot. And, that's why I like playing scrambles. It's best ball. If you're playing scramble golf, for those you don't know, it's best ball. So whoever gets the best shot, we use their shot, then we all shoot from there, and so on and so forth. So, but it was really great because I mean, these younger guys, they were just absolutely knocking the cover off the ball. And then Jeff and I were, we're the tortoises. We're just consistent, just straight down the middle, or not too much, but nevertheless, taking it 2.25 to 260, 270, and these boys are 300-yard boys. But if they were off one, we had our shot. When we were off on some shots, they had the shot, or someone always stood up and got it. It was great. I mean, normally with scrambles, it's usually everybody's terrible and there's one good guy looking at everybody like they're crazy, or some other combination. But that day, it was like whenever a shot was needed, somebody in the group took it and hit it and got it. At least minus maybe 2 or 3 holes, but we didn't bogey, and we were birdies and I don't know how many eagles, 4, 5, 6, I don't know. 4 eagles and the rest birdies, and then some pars. But yeah, par was the best score you can get. But but no, it was fun. It was fun. So I just want to talk about that for a minute because it was great. Because I like always sponsoring a lot of different stuff for stuff like that. And met a lot of good vendors out there, actually. Met a window person. I'm going to end up meeting with them just to get some more information about them, because I'm always, referring a lot of stuff out. And I always say we do everything on the outside of the house. RTM Roofing does everything on the outside of the house except bricks and window. We've got a mason we can refer you to. Now, you can go through us if needed, but I like saving some people some money sometimes. And here, just pay him directly. But windows, I don't know window people. I mean, I know a bunch of different companies out there. I definitely do. I just don't. I don't know who to refer to. You're a Pella person, or you a Window World person, or you a whatever. I don't know. I don't know. And a lot of people don't know when it comes to roofing. Now, you see a lot of names out there everywhere. Of course you do. There's been hundreds of new roofing companies formed in the state of Tennessee in the last couple of years. I guess I got to go back and look. I started my company in 2015, October 15th, 2015. And here we are, going on the 11th year coming up here in October, which is coming up fast, mind you. That I don't know how many roofers there were in Middle Tennessee, but there weren't this many. And there weren't this many people in Middle Tennessee either. I'll say it that way. So definitely a lot more businesses come in. But how do you choose who you're going to use when you've got a problem? Whether it's, hey, your roof or your gutters or your siding, soffit, that's like the vinyl siding that's, well, you look up and you'll see it. Under porches, things like that, eaves, that's your soffit. And you got, fascias, either wood, your frame around your house, like the gables, A-frames, and all that stuff. That's your fascia. It's either wood or it's either painted wood, or people wrap it with metal. I'm a big fan of metal because you don't have to repaint it. And minus, over the years, you got to maintenance it a little bit because the nails will back out. But it's a lot less expensive than repainting it. And I'm not knocking painting, but, if you're really going to keep it up and, as I say, treat it like an airplane and maintenance it to spec, then, well, you'd be painting it in 5 to 10 years, depending on what paint you did or how you did it or how you had it done. Everybody usually thinks it's just like when trying to pick a roofer or trying to pick a company, that if something you need right now, it's like you assume something. And it is an assumption unless you've done it before. Now, if you've done it before, it's a different story. You've already been through this game or that game. But if you've not done it before, it's sometimes a great experience, and sometimes you're like, I'm not doing that again. And if I do, I'm going to do this instead. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to turn left instead of right. And that's where it comes to, I'm the same way in a lot of stuff that I buy outside of the industry that I'm in. When it comes to my roofing, I know what to do. But it's because I do it every day. With other stuff, I don't, and that's how do you choose who you're going to pick? Well, I guess the traditional way, the old school way, is you'd call somebody that had something like that done and say, hey, who'd you use? Did you like them? I like word of mouth. I really do, and especially when I know the people I'm talking to that's, they got no skin in the game to refer me to somebody. Well, hey, they might. I don't know. I have to give a couple guys a hard time. But my point is that they actually went through the experience. They were ignorant of it as much as I am right now, looking for help, whatever it may be. Yeah, I'm gonna call somebody I know and say, who do you use? And what they do, and get deep. Go online. Go to rtmroofing.com. Look at their website. Do they have a website? Now I know websites are a little antiquated now, or they're getting there, but still, it's an old school phone book. Go look. See. They have an office. Are they from here? I don't mean just do they live here. I mean, but are they from here? How long have they been here? Are they headquartered here? That matters at times. Sometimes it doesn't matter, but sometimes it does. Especially if you do run into situations that you can't get handled. I like going to the main guy. I'm trying to go up the food chain. People get to me at times when needed. Not needed, no need to get to me unless I know you. But yeah, that's you can find me too. Now I'm at the undisclosed location on the hill at the moment, but my office is in Nashville, Tennessee. But nevertheless, yeah, that's where I would start initially. And what else? Look at reviews. Now reviews, I got different thought processes on reviews. Number one, they can be paid for. So that's biased. Not that it wouldn't be a legitimate review. Number two, when everybody's got, or someone told me this, when everybody's got perfect reviews, that's interesting, because I've never seen anything perfect. And then, of course, there's always the bad reviews. And it's like an old gentleman told me one time. He said, son, if you ain't busy, if you don't have somebody mad at you, you ain't busy. I don't know about that. We'll find out when you come back.